Эй, ты! Как твои дела?
И как тебе это удалось?
Что?
В моей таверне теперь не протолкнуться от посетителей. Правда, я это связываю с тем, что ополчение внезапно забрало Вирта на службу. Теперь просто некому разливать пиво. И зачем он им только сдался, этот старый мешок с костями?
Неважно, зато теперь ты не несешь убытки.
Ладно, признаю, я проиграл. И как и обещал, с меня причитается 2 бочки с пивом.
Мне они не нужны. Лучше отвези их ополченцу Мартину в порт. Думаю, он их уже заждался.
Хорошо, как скажешь. Ну ты хитрец.
Show me your wares.
Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature...
Гарат, ветеран войны с орками, сковал все, что вы можете купить у меня. Он знает толк в орудиях убийства.
Теперь ты служишь в ополчении?
Я и сам до сих пор не могу в это поверить. Они просто пришли и забрали меня. Сказали, что для защиты города им нужны крепкие мужчины вроде меня. А я даже меч в руках держать не умею.
Ну, ты же понимаешь, времена сейчас непростые. Ополчению необходима любая помощь. А вид у тебя, кстати, довольно бравый. Думаю, всякий разбойник, завидев тебя издалека, сразу сбежит куда подальше.
Ты так считаешь?
Да я просто в этом уверен. Ты сам-то взгляни на себя. Настоящий лихой рубака. Даже я тебя немного побаиваюсь.
Ну да, наверное, ты прав. Иначе бы зачем они меня сюда притащили? Тогда хватит болтать. Я вроде как на посту.
Конечно, конечно. Неси вахту, солдат.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
That I must tell Lord Hagen myself.
Suit yourself. But you should know one thing. Lord Hagen receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
I want to take up service with the paladins.
Good. I can well use every able man here, no matter what his reasons for joining us. If you place yourself in the service of the paladins, I shall help you get an audience with Lord Hagen. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
What should I expect with the militia?
Let me make one thing clear. To be a soldier of the militia means much more than strolling through the city in a uniform. It is a dirty and even bloody job. Once you are one of us, a great deal of work will be waiting for you. But it is worth it. Besides the pay, you might someday have the chance of becoming a holy warrior of Innos.
Why are you paladins in town?
The goals of our mission are secret. I can only tell you that there is no danger for the citizens of the town. You need not worry.
About those missing people.
Just leave me alone with that. I've got other problems.
Look, I've got this letter of recommendation from your provisions master.
What? Show me. Well, I'll be. This must have cost you quite an effort. It's no easy feat to get something like this out of Martin. All right, I'm convinced. If Martin vouches for you, I shall let you join. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to join the militia.
Martin, the provisions master, vouches for you and has even recommended you. That alone is enough for me. You can join us if you wish, but your decision will be final. Once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off and no longer belong to us. Are you prepared to fight together with us for Innos and the king?
I'm not quite sure yet.
As long as you still have doubts about your decision, I cannot accept you into the militia.
Эй, ты!
Teach me.
Эй!
I have talked to Baltram. He will find someone to relieve you.
Ah, very good. Then we can finally leave here. You had better keep my aquamarine ring for now. I assume it will come in handy for you until you get your own.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
Let us take Vatris's ornament back.
Then let's go. Follow me.
That's not what I heard.
Now that we're no longer in town and cannot be overheard, let me tell you a little more. We are now going to take this ornament that you brought me back to Satyrus. You remember Satyrus, don't you?
Certainly. He was the leader of the water mages in the new camp.
We lads from the former new camp still have good relations with the water mages. Even Lee will still protect the water mages against any danger today if it's within his power. To keep up the contact with the water mages, I'm in town most of the time, working together with Vatris. And this is the armor that is issued to each of us by the water mages. The members of the Ring of Water have been wearing such armor since before the Orc Wars.
What is Cavalorn's part in this? He wasn't a follower of the new camp as far as I know.
You are right. Our community has grown. Even I do not know how many there are by now. But let us move on. I want to get further away from the city. We can talk more about it later.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. What's wrong? Are you still holding up?
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Come here, you filthy
Send those
beast.
beasts to Kingdom Come! Send those beasts to King...
So much for you, filthy beast. One less monster around. Don't you break down on me now.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. The water mages are all beside themselves. They've been digging at an excavation site in the northeast for weeks. It's anybody's guess what they're trying to find there. It all started when the earth began trembling like it did in the worst times of the barrier. Horrible stone creatures emerged from the ground, slaying everyone who went within 100 feet of them. The water mages took the matter in hand and destroyed those hostile invaders. And now they're digging down there, searching for an explanation for these strange events. But you will soon see for yourself.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Another one of those. Can you still go on?
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Right. It could get dangerous here.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. One less monster around.
Эти древние развалины производят впечатление.
We're here. Here. Take the ornament. The water mages must be in there somewhere. Take it to them. If you should meet any beasts down in that hole in the ground that look like they're too much for you, flee forward to Satyrus. He'll take care of the beast for you. I need to go back. And one more thing. Don't even think about strolling around for long with this ornament. Go directly to Satyrus. See you.
Сдохни, сдохни!
Там ничего нет.
Больно?
Эти древние развалины производят
We're
впечатление.
here. He'll...
Are you mad? Get out of here. It's too dangerous in these vaults for a would-be adventurer. But say, don't I know you? Of course, you bastard. Don't think that I could have forgotten how you betrayed us in the new camp. You drained our mound of ore of all magic power, and then simply disappeared. What exactly did you think you were doing?
Your plan wouldn't have worked anyway. Blowing up the barrier with the ore mound is the biggest nonsense I ever heard. Ultimately, you would have blown yourselves sky high.
That is the limit. Who gave you the right to judge us and our intentions? If I were not such a peaceful man, I would bring down the wrath of Adonos on you, my boy.
Ты хоть имеешь представление о том, что ты наделал? Ты настолько сильно пошатнул базовую структуру магического естества, что в Харинисе все чуть не оглохли. Скажи спасибо, что барьера больше нет.
Что же ты жалуешься, старче? Все ведь сработано как надо.
Следите за языком, юноша. Что во имя всех стихий тебе здесь нужно?
I came here with Lars.
Lares? Really? Where is he?
I'm alone. Lars went back to the city.
What? And he sent you to us alone? What was he thinking?
I brought your ornament.
What in all the world is that supposed to mean? Who gave you that? Don't tell me that Lara simply handed it over to you.
Come off it now. I brought it to you. You do want it, don't you?
Certainly, but it disturbs me that you have your hand in the game once again.
Why are you making such a big deal about that old business with the ore mound? After all, I already worked for you back then, and you can't say that I was unreliable.
And what did it ultimately get me? Just don't think that I trust you.
Как вы здесь оказались?
После падения барьера нам пришлось немного задержаться в новом лагере.
Зачем?
Мы должны были забрать с собой многие ценные вещи. В основном наши труды и знания, накопленные за годы, проведенные за барьером. Правда, часть из них нам все равно пришлось оставить там до лучших времен.
А что было потом?
Когда мы оказались в Харинисе, паника уже практически охватила всю эту часть острова. Многие даже полагали тогда, что каторжники возьмут город приступом. Но их опасения оказались напрасными. С прибытием паладинов в Харинис ситуация полностью стабилизировалась, и самому городу больше ничто не угрожает. Ватрас, единственный маг воды в этой части острова, радушно принял нас, снабдив всем необходимым. А после мы решили отправиться сюда, дабы изучить останки древней цивилизации, которая, по мнению Ватраса, поклонялась самому Адонасу. Теперь нам предстоит разгадать тайны, которые таят в себе эти древние залы.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
What? How do you know about that? Who? Lares? I will kill him. He has broken our first rule. Speak to no one about the Ring of Water. I don't know what I should say. I only trust you where I can keep an eye on you.
It was Vatras who told me about the ring.
What? Vatras? Wonderful. Of all the water mages on the island, you run into the one who doesn't know you. I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid this time.
I'll make an effort. What are you doing down here?
These halls conceal ancient secrets, mysterious secrets. The inscriptions and murals indicate a very ancient culture. Everything you can see here is written in a language completely unknown to us. We are only just beginning to learn it and grasp its meaning.
Why is this ornament so important to you?
It is the key to a portal. I shall not tell you more.
А могу я стать магом воды?
С чего ты взял, что это возможно?
Ватрас сказал мне об этом.
Мы в самом деле иногда делаем исключения. Но для этого твои поступки должны быть очень убедительны. Мы поговорим об этом позже, если ты сумеешь меня по-настоящему удивить.
По поводу вступления.
Да? Слушаю тебя.
Могу ли я теперь вступить в круг магов воды?
Назови мне хотя бы несколько причин, почему я должен принять тебя в наши ряды.
Боюсь, что мне нечего тебе сказать.
Тогда не трать понапрасну мое время. Лучше иди и займись чем-нибудь полезным.
Since there's no way of stopping you from keeping the other mages from doing their work, you might as well take a message from me to one of them. Tell Rhoaius that I wish to see him here. He's in the rear part of the vault. You will find him there.
Yeah.
Vatras gave me this amulet of the searching will-o'-the-wisp.
Ah, A rare artifact. You can use it to train the will of the wisp. Do you know that?
Can you help me with that?
Gladly. I've worked with this sort of magic for a long time.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm studying the culture of the ancient people. Based on the inscriptions, they lived long before our time. I don't know exactly when they erected these halls, but their civilization was highly developed. They built a city on the other side of the mountains, and a temple for Adonos.
A lost city on the island of Corinus?
Yes. Until now, we lived in the belief that we knew the whole island. We assumed that the entire northeast of the island was one enormous mountain range, but we were wrong. Behind these mountains lies a valley. The city of the ancient people was located there. I would only too gladly see the buildings of the city, but they have probably fallen to dust long ago.
How old do you think this place is?
Well, I still can't say exactly, but it must be several hundred years old.
Satyras wants to see you.
Has he gotten further with his investigation? Then I will go to him immediately. If you want to learn more about this complex, talk to Nefarious. You'll find him farther back in these vaults.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
It's very brave of you to just walk in here.
Чем ты здесь занимаешься?
I'm studying the language of the builders. The language is the key to understanding the ancient people. Each one of us must learn it, or this expedition will be over before it even begins. The builders use stone tablets to pass on their knowledge. Unfortunately, many of them are broken, or were stolen long ago.
What's on these stone tablets, then?
They contain the collected knowledge of the ancient people. Some of them increase knowledge of combat and magic by magical means. For someone who can read the tablets, they are a real treasure.
Can you teach me to read the language?
Well, why not? I'll gladly pass on my knowledge to you.
Teach me that language.
Yeah.
May I bother you for a moment?
It's you. I never thought I'd see your face again. It's very brave of you to show up here. There was a time we would have skinned you alive. You can be glad that was a few weeks ago, and we've all calmed down.
What are you doing here?
My task is to find out more about the Guardians of the Temple. That is a tough nut, let me tell you. These stone sentinels have a characteristic that is utterly foreign to me. One moment they're standing around completely lifeless, and the next they're attacking you like they're possessed. I still haven't been able to determine their driving power, but one thing is sure, it is of magical origin.
Tell me more about these stone sentinels.
I can't tell you much so far. Unfortunately, we have had to destroy them. Now, they aren't dangerous. When we came here, they attacked us. We could only defeat them with our combined power. And I'm afraid there are even more waiting for us behind the portal. There must be a way to banish their driving force so that they remain nothing more than statues.
Can you sell me some equipment?
Why not? If I remember correctly, we've already done business. Tell me what you need.
Busy?
These vaults are one big mystery for me. It's hard to imagine that no one else found them before now. We were able to uncover the entrance without difficulty. People are so occupied with their daily routine that no one looked more closely at this structure. I have no other explanation for it.
What is your task here?
I'm trying to find out where this round portal leads. Besides that, I helped Nefarious look for the missing ornament. It is certain that this portal leads to another part of the island that we do not yet know. I can't remember ever having heard or read about that.
You really want to go through the portal?
Of course. Assuming we find that missing ornament, that is. I admit, it is a somewhat risky business. But we must absolutely find out what it has to do with these constant earthquakes.
What do you know about the earthquakes?
Something on the other side is causing them. The source is probably also causing the stone sentinels to awaken, but that isn't my job. Satyrus and Kronos can tell you more about that.
What do you think you will find over there?
I'm really not sure. I suspect that on the other side there will be a structure similar to this one, and a counterpart to this portal. Everything else we shall see when we get there.
What is the fastest way back to the city?
I recommend you go back the same way you came. But you could also... No, that would be too dangerous.
Out with it.
Well, the builders of these halls had their own method of traveling. As far as we can tell, they could teleport.
That's nothing special.
The teleporter stones that we found here in Corinus are special indeed. It seems as though the teleporter stone here in these halls may lead to the harbor city. However, none of us had the courage to try it.
Where's this teleporter stone?
There is a door in the basin room. I have locked it up behind there.
Give me the key. I want to take a look at this thing.
Really? But I take no responsibility for it.
Give it here.
If you say so, here it is.
Where are the other teleporter stones?
So far, we've only found one other somewhere in the middle of Corinus, near the Dead Harpy Tavern.
Can you teach me anything about magic?
Once we're over there, I'll be at your disposal.
Yeah. How's it going?
What are you doing here? This is certainly a surprise. I thought you had been killed.
Almost.
There was quite a fuss about you, you know that? I hardly recognized Satiras. He was so beside himself about that business back then.
What sort of portal is that?
We suspect that it leads to the Lost Valley, where the ancient culture must have had their city. But the stone behind the portal is made of massive rock, yards thick. Also, there are no signs of teleportation magic. Very mysterious.
Do you know how to activate it?
One of the missing ornaments seems to be a sort of magical key. We'll need it to get any further. It has to fit exactly into the ring-shaped hollow next to the portal.
I brought a part of the ornament.
Really? That's terrific.
Do you have any idea where the other parts are?
According to the ancient inscriptions, it was broken into 4 pieces, and it looks as though the parts are still to be found on the island. With Merdarian's help, I have translated some of the inscriptions. There are hints as to where the remaining pieces are. Here, I've marked some of the places on this map. Look around there. You should pay attention to old structures. They might be somewhat deteriorated and no longer clearly recognizable. It could be almost anything. A large rock, a stone circle, a mausoleum, or something similar. But what am I saying? You'll find it. Well, good luck.
Why was the ornament broken?
Whoever did it wanted to prevent the portal from ever being opened again. The longer I stare at the inscriptions, the more I realize that the priests of the ancient culture really were no fools. There was a good reason that they made the region back there inaccessible. We don't know what awaits us there, but it certainly isn't anything good.
About the missing ornaments.
Yes?
How many were there again?
There are 4 in all. You should find the others where I have marked the map.
Что?
Эй, как твои дела, Роско?
А мы что, разве знакомы?
Короткая же у тебя память, как я погляжу.
Ну да. Теперь я тебя, кажется, припоминаю. Ты тот парень, что так настойчиво добивался аудиенции Лореса в новом лагере.
Все еще работаешь на него?
Конечно. Я же был его телохранителем в колонии, и мы всегда хорошо ладили. Да и потом, с Лоресом очень выгодно иметь дело. Он всегда знает больше, чем говорит.
А что ты здесь делаешь?
Да так. Наблюдаю за всем происходящим вокруг.
Зачем?
Приятель. Тут же проходят все дороги, ведущие в долину рудников и в саму глубь острова. Отсюда легко можно проследить за паладинами и городским ополчением, если они вдруг здесь появятся. К тому же, Лорес иногда передает мне полезные сведения для Ли через местного бармена.
Понимаю. Как обстановка?
Все под контролем, приятель.
Привет, ты кто?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything.
Look, I collected some of your stuff for you.
You can keep it. None of it is really of any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of Corinus.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them and asked me to bring him more.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes, but I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
Show me how I can hit harder.
Но ты окажешь мне одну услугу. Помоги мне спасти мою репутацию. Принеси мне каменные таблички для мага воды.
Then I can show you how to make better use of your strength in combat.
Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of Corinus. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know. That was months ago.
Ты и тогда занимался торговлей?
Не просто занимался, а был одним из самых крупных торговцев в городе. А кроме этого, я еще и возглавлял торговую гильдию Хариниса.
Торговую гильдию?
Ты что, никогда о ней не слышал? Странно.
Очень странно.
Честно говоря, я еще не встречал людей, которые не слышали об этом. Хотя, возможно, сейчас гильдия старается не особо афишировать свой статус. Это и понятно. Время нынче неспокойное, округа просто кишит бандитами и прочей мразью. Да и сам видишь, торговля стала очень опасным делом. А вот раньше торговая гильдия Хариниса была одной из самых влиятельных гильдий во всей Миртане. Состоять в ней было особой честью, и удостаивались ее немногие. Эх...
Я тоже хочу вступить в торговую гильдию. Ты можешь мне в этом помочь?
Я вообще-то уже давно отошел от дел. Хотя, несмотря на это, у меня все-таки остались некоторые связи в гильдии.
Значит, тебе не составит труда мне помочь?
Ну хорошо, но ты окажешь мне одну услугу. Помоги мне спасти мою репутацию. Принеси мне каменные таблички для мага воды. Тогда я помогу тебе вступить в гильдию торговцев.
About those stone tablets, what about this one then?
No. This kind of stone tablet is magically charged. Alas, the water mage won't buy this kind of tablet.
В конце концов, они